Welcome back into the locker room. It's time for the final Warrior Daily of 2012. And, Coach, one of the things that I think a lot of people took notice in regards to, and it's something that stuck out to me, with all the success this team had last year, you know what? December 18th, the day after the championship game, it was over. It was done. Hey, fantastic. Great year and everything. We're looking ahead. And certainly this year, we're not going to sugarcoat it. It didn't turn out to be the year that any of us wanted or expected. But you know what? It shows you the strength of the program. The cupboard isn't bare. There are a lot of things to look forward to.
Yeah, we're excited looking for the future. Carl Roscoe, as an example, as a young man, as a redshirt freshman, got a chance to play late in the season, and he has a bright future, and then so do quite a few other guys.
Coach, when I look especially in your offensive backfield, we knew what we had in Tony. We thought we had something in Dez. We thought we had something in Burke, Hayes, whatever the case may be. When you look at the fact that, all those kids are coming back as well, you can't put a price tag on depth.
Yeah, exactly. The competition, because of the depth, makes us better. And the competition at tailback and really linebacker and wide receiver, all the positions, there'll be great competition.
Let's talk a little bit about the wide receivers. I think Dominique Maybank certainly took a step up this year, and I think everybody's excited to see what Michael Johnson can do. I know that's a kid that the coaching staff talked a lot about, that you talked a lot about. Unfortunately, the injury bug that hit the team affected him a little bit as well. But when you bring guys back like that, these are guys that can make plays downfield.
Yeah, Michael Johnson, he's a special football player, and I think we had 4 weeks during the middle of the season where we didn't even practice him. So that set him back. When you're new to the program and you don't practice, it's hard. But we've got him, and we've got really 4 guys that we redshirted that we're very, very excited about. So including Valtori Showers, who's a young man who transferred in from Central Michigan.
The tight ends, I can't help but, notice last year you had 2 seniors on the team that, had been in the program, that had come up in the program. You got a couple of good-looking freshman tight ends, a redshirt and a true freshman as well, that are going to be chomping at the bit for the sophomore season to start.
Yeah, those guys had really good years. We were very happy with their production and their effort, and they were both truly freshmen just jumping in. But we also redshirted 3 freshmen that are going to come and compete with them. So, it's a loaded position, and there's going to be, again, great competition.
Offensive line, everybody talked about the big losses last year. You have another significant loss, and we'll talk more in detail about the departing seniors and everything. But what does the offensive line look like for you guys?
Well, we signed 8 guys last year, or 10 guys, or I don't know how many guys. And we were able to redshirt all of them. And, it's a year where they can get stronger in the weight room. The competition, again, will be outstanding. We've got some young men that we feel can contribute right away.
Defensive line, of course, again, you lose some stalwarts, but you get back a Greg Hassey. And to me, Coach, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I often am, I think when I look at your front 7 the last couple of years, really the last 3 years, to see the depth that you guys have had, not only in the defensive line, but certainly in the linebackers. Ed Viverette's a cyborg. I think we've figured that out. O'Shell took steps up. Mo showed signs. Again, big losses, but the depth is there.
Yeah, first of all, I don't think that you've ever been wrong. And I think that the defensive line obviously is a concern because we lost so many seniors. But having Greg Hassey back will be huge for us. We have a young man named Jaquarius French, who's a freshman, who was outstanding, one of the best D tackles we saw all season. So we're very excited about him. We need more depth. We need to go out and recruit and find a couple more D tackles because that's probably our biggest concern. Linebacker, obviously, we feel very good about the guys who we have returning. We feel very good about the guys we have that we're redshirting, and it should be a great position for us.
Defensive backfield, look, I'm not telling anybody something that they don't already know. The injuries this year, it just, I don't care who you are. More often than not, you aren't going to overcome it. To your credit, to the coaching staff credit, you guys never use that as a crutch, as an excuse. As a broadcaster, I can do it all day. It was a big factor. But, again, the cupboard's not bare when you're talking about your defensive backfield.
Well, if you just talk about the injured guys that we get back, it's not bare. Because Brandon McKay, we lost him very early. Austin Nelson, we lost in the first game. Zach Bilecki broke his foot somewhere in the middle of the season. Those are 3 guys that we expected to contribute heavily. And one's a junior, The other two are redshirt freshmen. So they were guys that were needed, and having them back would be huge. We were able to redshirt 4 guys that we'll throw into the competition next year, and we're excited about all of them. I think they work very hard. They have a chance to contribute with them next year.
The kicking game shouldn't be a problem, and one of the things that jumped out to me, I think we all knew what Stefan Terlecki, the kicker, could do. To me, Stefan Terlecki, the punter this year, was phenomenal, outstanding. Yeah. Talk about taking a step.
I think he should be the all-league punter.
Agreed.
We'll decide that tomorrow. But he's outstanding. I mean, he has a level head. He doesn't get excited. He just does his job, and he does it very well.
One more thing before we go. We would be remiss, as we're doing all this looking ahead, to not at least take a look back and pay homage to a senior class that, again, as we talked about last week, Coach, I don't think you can quantify what these kids meant to this program.
Yeah, they meant so much. Just their character, the fact that they came and became a part of this program when we weren't very good, and they were obviously a big part of turning it around. And you've got captains like Nick Thomas, Curtis Ferguson, Mickey Mockner. Who's our other captain?
Nick Thomas, Mickey Mockner.
Zach Houghton.
Zach.
Outstanding football players, outstanding leaders, and guys that were not captains. Just really good football players, really good people, guys that will, they have a legacy.
Yeah. Coach, the best part is I think a lot of people out there are probably thinking now that the season's over, oh, good, Coach Winters is going to go sit on a beach for the next couple of months and all. Yeah, exactly. Did that reaction tell it all? He's paying bills today. He's kissing babies. No, the recruiting trail. I mean, all kidding aside, before you know it, signing day is going to be here. I mean, this gig has really turned into probably what? 11 months a year type, 11 and a half month a year gig, right?
Well, we figured it out. Basically, as a college football coach, you have 7 months a year where you work every single day. You have 3 months a year where you work basically, let's say, 6 days. And then you have 1 month a year where you have a normal month. And then you have 1 month off. So that's kind of how it works. The only thing that never seems to work out is that 1 month off. I don't think I've gotten that one in a while.
Well, listen, all kidding aside, another fun season. I know expectations-wise, we didn't meet them. I mean, there's no question about that, and everybody's going to own it, but this is an exciting team, certainly an exciting program moving forward. Good luck with the recruiting because, I mean, seriously, signing day is going to be here before you know it.
Yeah, and we'll get excited again.
Absolutely. Next year should be a good one. Coach, always a pleasure. This is the Warrior Daily. Final time 2012. We'll see you in 2013.